Recognizing a mistake sounds simple. If something is wrong, we should see that it is wrong. Yet, self-correction is one of the most cognitively demanding processes the brain performs. Why? Detecting a mistake requires more than noticing failure. It requires knowing what correct looks like. Without a clear internal standard, error does not register as error. It registers as normal. You cannot detect a mistake in a domain where you do not understand the rules. Evaluation and competence rely on the same tools. To identify flawed reasoning, you must understand reasoning. To detect poor leadership, you must understand effective leadership. Evaluation is not separate from skill. It is built on the same cognitive foundation. This is why error detection improves as competence increases. The deeper your understanding, the more precisely you can detect deviation. But there is another layer. We often suffer from what psychologists call the illusion of explanatory depth. We believe we understand complex systems until we are asked to explain them step by step. When explanation becomes detailed, gaps appear. Recognition feels like understanding. But recognition is not explanation. Surface familiarity can hide deep misunderstanding. Mistake recognition is also emotional. If you believe you are competent, intelligent, fair, or mature, discovering an error creates tension. This tension is cognitive dissonance. To reduce discomfort, the mind may reinterpret the situation, minimize the mistake, shift responsibility, or question the credibility of the source. The need for psychological coherence interferes with objective analysis. There is also outcome bias. If a decision produces a positive result, we assume the reasoning behind it was sound. But good outcomes can come from flawed reasoning, and bad outcomes can come from strong reasoning. If we judge only by results, we miss process errors. Another blind spot comes from habit. Repeated behaviors become automatic. Automation reduces conscious monitoring. We stop examining familiar processes. Habit lowers cognitive load, but it also lowers scrutiny. Social environment matters too. If people around you avoid confrontation, hesitate to challenge authority, or prioritize harmony over honesty, mistakes receive no corrective signal. Silence stabilizes illusion. The higher someone's authority, the less likely they are to receive unsolicited correction. Certainty also plays a role. Say, certainty feels good. It reduces anxiety. Ambiguity feels destabilizing. The mind prefers closure. Accuracy requires openness. And intelligence alone does not protect against this. In fact, intelligence can strengthen rationalization. The more cognitively agile someone is, the more sophisticated their justifications may become. Reasoning can serve truth or identity. Without conscious monitoring, intelligence amplifies defense rather than correction. Recognizing mistakes is a skill. It requires tolerance for discomfort, emotional regulation, curiosity, and willingness to revise identity. It develops through practice. The difference between stagnation and growth often lies in how quickly someone detects and corrects small errors. So ask yourself, what belief do I hold strongly? What evidence would change my mind? When was the last time I revised it? Mistakes are not dangerous. Unrecognized mistakes are. In the next lesson, we go deeper into the emotional layer, why feedback feels threatening, and how the nervous system shapes calibration. The mirror becomes sharper, and sharper mirrors are not always comfortable. But they are necessary for growth.